Hello, 19th of August, it's about midday, weather's overcast at the minute, it was sunny this morning and I think we've got rain later on. Changeable, that's the only way you can describe it, but it is still summer apparently. Starting this week against my stunning backdrop of climbing beans. Climbing away there. Been up to all sorts this week, it's a bit chilled because I'm on leave this week. So I've been down a couple of times, so let's have the credits and I'll show you what's been going on. Right, this first bed then, I've cut the grass down the middle, really short, raked a load of grass out, tried to expose some of the soil, and I've been collecting flower seeds from various flowers in my garden and things. So I've got some poppy seeds and some other stuff, and I've sowed them. I'm not a flower expert. Is this the right time to sow them? I'm thinking if the plants produce seeds in nature, they would drop on the ground and grow, so I'm going along those lines. We'll see, won't we, next year. Right, the next bed then. We have got all the seeds I've planted lately. Got some mooly radish to the left, some spinach next to that. We've got some normal radish over there. And I did find a pack of beetroot seeds with some left in it. I've planted them there today. It might be a little late for them to go in, but saves waiting till next year, doesn't it? You never know, do you? You might be wondering why there's planks all over the place, but we'll come back to that in a minute. The next bed then, I'm in the middle of the sweetcorn. Right, I am 5'6", so for reference, they're coming along nicely. I have thinned my turnips out. And the squash is coming along nicely at the end of the bed. Right, in this bed we've got the climbing beans behind me, climbing as they do. Got the leeks down there doing their thing. Cucumber plants, I'll get 3 off that today. That might be the last cucumbers we get this year, but you never know. And we've got the beetroot down here, which will be ready in a couple of weeks. Now, returning to the wood/plank story. When I built this structure, I laid 2 pieces of wood along the floor to loop the wire around, and I discovered that those pieces of wood, just parallel to each other, plant the seeds in between. That's quite useful. When you got your hoe, you can just go right up against the wood. You don't need to worry about damaging your seedlings when you're weeding or hoeing. Anything outside that wood is a zone of death for weeds. So I've kind of replicated that in that one of the first beds we saw. Those planks of wood are a little bit wider to help suppress the weeds. It just makes it easier for me. Plant your seeds down the middle and then you can hoe safely anywhere outside of that area. Now, those planks of wood were from a fence that blew down in the storms in February, and we'll come back to them in a minute with some exciting thoughts I've got. Right, here we've got the squash and courgettes. Remember, there's just 3 squash plants here and about 6 courgette plants. So I'm going to go handheld for this one. So the squash is producing squash all over the place. We've got some here, got a lovely big one in there. So they are coming along nicely. Then we've got the courgettes, producing about 10 a week. Now, We've had a glut of courgettes, as you do. I've probably got about 6 left at home. So I think the plants are slowing down now, but they are getting quite big. So what I think I'll do is leave any courgettes that are on here at the minute to get bigger and bigger. So let's have a look how big they are at the minute. Right, so my hand for scale. We've got this one here, and then we've got this humongous one here. Absolutely huge. See how big we can get them. Right, this next bed, main crop of potatoes, they're dying back. They'll be ready in a few weeks. I'm still assessing the situation here. Dying back. But that is not the main focus of this bed. The main focus, what we're going to look at in a minute, is I've got a wasp's nest. It's been there for a few months. It is underground. I've only got stung twice. Because I got too close. So, we'll have a quick look now. If you don't like wasps, I am sorry. Little hole there, you'd probably be able to see them coming in and out. They seem to be coming out with little pebbles of soil. Must be excavating in there. Then they fly back in. People don't like wasps, do they? Bees are alright. Bees are alright, pollinating flowers. No one likes a wasp. No one likes a wasp. I'm sure wasps do some pollination and stuff. They're underground. They've only stung me twice. They're alright, aren't they? Yeah, make that stung 3 times. Right, before I forget, we had 2 bonus potato plants this week. I'd left them in when I dug up all the rest. One was near the sweetcorn and one was near the squash and courgettes. I had to be quite careful digging near them sweetcorn, didn't want to damage the roots. Had to do a bit of hand digging, but I got a fair few potatoes. I'm quite pleased with that. Got the apple tree here producing nice apples. We've got the raspberries in there, the autumn ones that are just coming along nicely. Then we've got the pumpkin plants here, some of which are coming along nicely. But most exciting is my water butt full. Yes, it is. So this whole guttering system on this structure works nicely, which leads me well onto those old fence panels. My mind's already thinking about those dark winter months where not much is growing. Remember last year I built this lovely structure of recycled, reclaimed materials, 0 cost. I'm already thinking maybe I'll panel that out with those fence panels, make it a bit more cosy. We've had a clear out at home. I've got some glass panels from various bits of furniture that were old and decrepit. What am I going to use these for? Maybe I build a cold frame or 2. Maybe I panel out this structure and make some nice windows. Who knows? The opportunities are endless. But stay tuned for that when nothing's growing and it's dark and it's winter and I'm still here. Someone's got to be. It gets really quiet in the winter. I'm the only one here. Prefer that in a way. Solitude, peace and quiet, nature and hammers. Lovely. Right, that's it for this week. Click subscribe if you like. Send me a comment if you like. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Cheers.